Hello again, Conce. So you might be wondering why I am taking you into my guild card, and I just wanted to show off that I've just started playing Hammer today. I have 15 hunts with it. I think 10 of those were at release and 5 of those have been today. I've picked up Hammer, made the set like 3 hours ago, and I started running it. So basically what I'm trying to say is, even if you don't play Hammer at all, you can easily pick up this strategy. It really takes 0 brain cells whatsoever. Yeah, it's a aerial hammer playstyle. I'm using a Frostcraft based set. I'll maybe have it on screen now, but I'll probably have it at the end instead. I take the slinger ammo at base camp. I pop up my Rocksteady mantle because the initial flank shot sort of lines you up for the ledge really nicely. And then obviously I tenderize because my set requires weakness expert to get to 100 affinity. And now I just do standard aerial hammer stuff. It's really not complicated. I try my best to aim the actual strike. If you don't know much about aerial hammer, just go into the training area and mess around with using the charge button mid-air to get a feel for it. But basically you have 2 different things you can influence. The direction when you hold the charge button gives you some momentum, and then the actual direction that your hammer comes down in. So you saw I went backwards there and then hammer forwards. You kind of want to stay on top of the ledge so that you can repeatedly jump off of it, and you want to aim your hammer to hit the monster's head. Pretty standard stuff. But yeah, you try and use that to make the monster stay as close to the ledge as possible. But don't worry if it's not. It'll happen to me a few times this hunt where it'll get away and you just gotta sort of stand near the ledge and it'll come back. Nerg is quite aggressive, so it's good in that regard. I tried to do something cute there. I tried to iframe the the spikes. By the way, I'm still figuring this run out. This is like my 5th attempt. My first kill took like 5.5 minutes, and then the next one took 5 minutes, and slowly but surely been going down. This one took me roughly 4 minutes. But yeah, I kind of got a bit bored of the matchup. I wanted to fight other things with the hammer, so that's the reason I'm kind of not grinding this one out any further. Plus, I make some mistakes, and it's always good to have some of those in these videos. But yeah, I'm using a set that requires me to use a wet fin every now and then just to keep purple sharpness. There are sets that don't do that, that rely on white and increased raw from Safi's, but I don't like using those, and generally I think they're kind of off meta. Yeah, the small sharpen isn't a big deal. There's an event quest to farm those wet fins if you want to wear, by the way. Yeah, as you can see, it's just the same thing over and over again. I just keep knocking it down. I try to keep my tenderize up as much as possible. You got a few things to balance here. Obviously, you've got these rows and these attacks. You've also got KOs that are going to occur. You've got mounts that are going to occur. You've got claggers and you've got regular staggers. All of these things can tend to knock Nergi away from the ledge that you want it to be at. So you've kind of got to balance them. By the way, if you're not sure how to dodge that move, where he jumps up into the air, take a look at his arm. After he roars, he'll keep one arm raised in the air, and that's the side that he rams down on. But yeah, you see I'm just jumping off the ledge, charging my attack and hitting him on the head. Unfortunately, I missed a roll there. Now when he does that, when he sort of stops moving for a second, it means he's about to enrage. I've picked up some more slinger ammo because I was kind of messing around. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know why I did this. I was kind of hoping to try and like get him straight into rage mode with this method, but it wasn't worth doing. It would have been faster for me to just keep using my jump attacks. But nonetheless, I got the attack off, so why not? Yep, evasion mantle, by the way. I've put protective polish on it just to make the sharpness last longer, because I want to spend less time sharpening while I've got evasion mantle because it's such high DPS. But yeah, your evasion mantle works steady. It's pretty standard stuff. You can see I got a clagger and he was quite far away from the ledge, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to go straight back into my... Oh, also I tried to use that opportunity to sharpen. You can get hit, and it's kind of a speedrun strat. If you want to play it safe, play it safe. And obviously I'm taking a lot of risks by not healing and by not fixing my my bleed status. That's only because I was going for a good time. You should certainly do those things. But yeah, I got Papega slammed. I'm just returning to the ledge and going for the head. Unfortunately, again, too far away. When that happens, when you stagger him away from the ledge and you can't get there with jump attacks, just go ahead and do your standard combos. And there we go. It's very simple, not hard at all. Hopefully I'll get these set up. And now you see roughly 4 minutes. Oh, I forgot to bring the cat, so just bring your cat and that could easily bring down the time further. But yeah, it's a Frostcraft set. I'll pause it on screen now. I've talked about this set in my all hammer sort of meta set analysis, so I'll link that at the end of this video in the end cards. But yeah, airborne, Frostcraft, DPS skills. It summarizes it pretty well, to be honest with you. I run a point of evade extender because it helps me reach the ledge more, but you don't have to, and I don't think it's meta to do that. You could change one of the gems and get a bit more DPS swapping that one out, but it's really up to you. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're struggling and you need to farm this quest solo, to pop yourself on some aerial hammer. It takes barely 4 or 5 minutes. Consistently, I'm getting it under 5 minutes now. And I want to remind you that I've only done it like for a few hours. I've probably beaten the quest 5 or 6 times. And I've gotten a bunch of abandons, but those were on track to be under 5 minutes. I just weren't getting as good as I would have liked, so I stopped. But yeah, it's consistently easy. There's not much to it. It doesn't take many brain cells. It can be a little bit finicky, the controls and the ledge and sort of the monster clipping in, but it's not a huge deal. And if you just throw a single point of fortitude on your set, I forget the name of the skill, the one that gives you extra attack and defense every time you cut, then basically there's no way you could fail. Even if you do get beaten. So yeah, it's very, very easy stuff. Hopefully this helps if you're struggling to farm the quest, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take it easy. Bye bye.